Hi and welcome back to the cottage. Join me today as I do my laundry and share all the details about my minimalist laundry routine. I recently posted a video titled 31 Things I Stopped Doing to Simplify My Life. In it, I mentioned that I no longer do laundry every single day and have instead moved to a weekly laundry day. I got quite a few comments wondering how in the world we are able to manage all of our laundry only one day per week for our family of 7. So today I thought I would bring you along while I did just that. I choose a day of the week where I know I will be home for most of the day so that I can just do one load after another. The weekends, Saturday or Sunday, used to be my go-to, but lately Tuesday has been the best fit. We don't sort through any of our clothing since I wash all of them with cold water, but I do separate out our towels. After gathering all of the laundry baskets together, I start up washing load number 1, which usually consists of any clothing that's been thrown into the washing machine throughout the week. Because yes, we do use our laundry machine as a hamper since we only run it once per week. I'm not overly picky on which type of detergent form that I use, liquid, powder, or these pods. I just pick up whatever is on sale at the time when I'm out shopping. I've thought about exploring making my own detergent, but haven't quite worked up the nerve to do it yet. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever made your own and if you have any great, easy formulas that I could try. While I was filming, I got curious about how much active time it takes me to tend to the laundry each week, so I started documenting all of that. The interesting thing about this very common household chore is that it is so much more automated than we even realize. A wash cycle in my machine takes 14 minutes to run, but the actual time that I am actively working is 1 minute or less. Throwing the clothes in, adding detergent, setting the timer, and then closing the lid. And before I know it, the wash cycle is finished and the clothes are ready for the dryer. As I move pieces from one machine to the other, I pull out any of the items that are more delicate and need to be line dried. I throw in a few dryer balls, remove the lint from the trap, and start the dryer. Typically a dry cycle will take about 40 minutes, and again, that includes only about 1 minute of active work on my part. The step that comes after the clothes are dry is what I think is one of the main tricks of this laundry routine. I gather all of the clothing while it's still warm and move it to another location to lay them flat. During this step, I separate out the bottoms from the tops, but don't worry about making sure they are turned right side out or anything like that. This process takes about 2 to 3 minutes per load. You may notice that this tall laundry hamper, once empty, turns into a laundry basket which I use to move clothes from one location to the other. And once all the tops and bottoms are sorted out and laying flat, all of the socks and undergarments are put back into the basket. Since the machines are doing the bulk of the work during this initial phase of laundry day, I take the opportunity to get other things done around the house. Prepping meals, cleaning, gardening, and if I'm really intentional, maybe even reading a book. This entire process of setting up the washing cycle, then drying, and finally laying the clothes flat is repeated over and over until all of the clothing is ready for folding. In today's case, that meant 4 loads of clothing. So that's about 5 minutes per load times 4 loads, or 20 minutes of active work on my part. I save the towels and any shower curtains that I'm washing that particular day. Today I am washing one of the curtains for the very last thing, since they don't need to be folded. And while those items are being washed and dried, I focus my attention on the clothing folding portion of this routine. Sometimes I will fold the clothes in my bedroom, and other times, like today, I move to the dining table. But no matter where it is happening, one thing is certain: I will definitely be listening to either a podcast, an audiobook, or something on YouTube. I find that if I pair something enjoyable with something a little less desirable, such as folding clothes, that the time goes so much faster and sort of occupies my mind, keeps me distracted and entertained. I work in a sort of assembly line fashion, setting neat piles for each family member, pants with pants, shirts with shirts. I've mentioned that I do like to fold the clothing so that it can be stored vertically in the dressers, and any item that needs to be hung in a closet is set nearby for later. The bulk of the active time it takes for me to go through my family's weekly laundry is spent on folding. Today it took me about 25 minutes to get it all done. I know that I could shave some time off by not folding socks or undergarments and just placing them into the correct drawers, but I just can't bring myself to do that. I'm not sure why, but spending an extra few minutes to fold them all to have neat and tidy drawers is worth it to me. Once everything is folded, I load up that same basket with the kids' clothes to bring them upstairs. If I need to make a couple of trips back to the table to grab more clothing, I will do that. Today, it wasn't necessary. Because the clothing is separated by child already, the process of putting them away is very quick, only about 10 minutes or so. The empty basket is then tucked away under the bathroom vanity, ready to accept dirty clothing once again. Back downstairs, the clothes for Craig and I are still on the table, and it is just a short walk to bring them to our bedroom. I then do a quick cleaning of the table and put back the centerpiece. About this time, the towels and shower curtain have finished drying, and I can get them back into the bathrooms. And that's it. The total amount of active time that it took to do the laundry is a little more than 1 hour. Just 1 hour for the entire week. And now I have an entire additional week before I need to even think about washing clothing again. I should mention that I usually wash bedding on a separate day, but because I just put the sheets right back on the beds when they're clean, that process goes super quickly as it doesn't involve any folding. Hopefully this is a clear look at how laundry is done in our home for our family of 7. If you still have questions, please ask them in the comment section, or if you have any tips on how I can simplify my routine further, feel free to weigh in on that as well. Thanks so much for coming along today while I did the laundry. I hope that you'll stop by the cottage again really soon.